This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News. We just had a video out a little while ago about sharing special moments, or the importance of having that where you're at a wedding, you're at the wedding entertainer or the DJ, and you're up there and you're helping the bride create these special moments and sharing those with the guests, and the importance of sharing them. I wanted to talk a little bit about sharing a couple from my own personal experience, some of the ways I was able to help a bride share some special moments. Recently, just the first dance, of course, is one that's really very common. That's an important moment that the bride wants to share with her guests. So what we did with a bride recently is we wanted to really have it so that the guests could all share in that first dance moment. So what we did is we did the introduction to the wedding party. I've got a room full of guests now who have just watched the wedding party come in. They've just watched the bride and groom come in. They're focused. They are right there with the bride and groom. Instead of sending everyone up to the head table, which is very common in this part of the country, sending them up to the head table and having them do their whatever and blessing and go to the meal, we took that opportunity again. All eyes were on the bride and groom as they came walking in. They did it and cheered, woo! We took and kind of went from that and transitioned into their first dance immediately. So again, all eyes are on the bride and groom. We have the guests sit down. We do a little story ahead of that, and it's not, when I say story, it's not this long elaborate story. It was basically 2 or 3 lines just to set up their first dance and set that moment up, and that brought all the attention on the bride and groom. They were watching them. Now we start their first dance. Now, instead of the bride and groom doing their first dance later, when they have maybe 10, 12, 15, 20% of the crowd that they've already left, all the guests are there because they haven't eaten yet, so they're still there. I've had guests come up and say, wow, I've never seen a first dance before. So that's one way to help so that the guests can share that special moment of first dance. Another recent wedding, the other area that a lot of brides are really wanting to focus on is the father-daughter dance. Well, depending upon where you are in the country, in this part of the world, our father-daughter dance usually happens when we get into the dance. So if the dance was to start at 8 o'clock, traditionally, with a lot of people, it's the first dance at 8, and then the father-daughter, then the mother-son, then wedding party, and then we open up the dance floor, some variation of that. What we did is, after the toast, we did the toast and such, then from the toast, that was the best man matron of honors toast, then we came out and we did the father-daughter dance. Then we did the mother-son dance. Then we came back and did the couple and the parents wanted to say a few words. What did that get for us? Well, the father-daughter dance was the one that she really wanted to focus on. So we had a cool video slideshow going on with dad and daughter photos, and then we had our screens. But we just finished the toast. Focus is at the head table. All the attention's up there. Now we're going to create this special moment on our dance floor, which is really actually just in front of the head table, so the whole room could see it. The people got to see a father-daughter dance. And again, after doing that, I had people coming up and saying, wow, that was beautiful. They've never seen, because they leave early, a father-daughter dance before. They didn't know what they were, but they saw one that day. So just a couple of ideas on ways of sharing. You're helping to create and share those special moments. Be creative. You can do things, change the order up a little bit. You've got a couple that really want to focus on something. You can do a lot of different things. We chose to do those during the dinner time because we wanted to share those with everyone. You might have seen a video that we posted recently on our Facebook page about a father doing a kind of a speech to his new son-in-law or future son-in-law, which was minutes away because it was during the ceremony. The father did his speech as he handed his daughter off. If you've watched it, it sends chills. It was beautiful. And that's one way that there was a special moment, and people will talk about that special moment of dad sharing that words of advice to his future son-in-law. People will talk about that for years. So be creative. Find those moments. Help the couples create those moments because, ladies and gentlemen, that's where your referrals come from. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News.